Hey there! It's been a while, hasn't it? Let's see. Since I was on here last, Miguel Batista and Ryan Franklin were both shown the door. I was up in Baltimore recently to see the Cards-Orioles series, went on the ballpark tour up there, and got a front row seat of Franklin's firing by Mr. La Russa himself. The Cardinals are tied for first place with the Brewers at the All-Star break, and a game up on the Pittsburgh Pirates. The Pirates? When did they become good? The All-Star break has come and gone. And now, it's that time of year where we start to wonder about who's getting traded. Seems like Colby Rasmus's name has been coming up a lot lately as the odd man out. Doggone it! Just when I buy this jersey. The All-Star game was last night. The National League beat the American League 5-1. And that means the Cardinals will get home field advantage in the World Series this fall. Assuming, of course, they make it that far. But history has been on our side. The Cardinals have either been in first place or tied for first place at the All-Star break in 1996, 2000, 2002, 2004, 2005, 2006, and 2009. Any of those years mean anything to you? Once again, this year, they have a share of the lead in the NL Central. But do they have what it takes to go all the way? It got a little bit tougher as the Brewers acquired closer K-Rod, or Francisco Rodriguez, from the New York Mets this morning. But in terms of signings, the Cardinals did lock up Jaime Garcia for the next 4 years, and still have enough to perhaps lock up Albert Pujols. Now, as for the All-Star game itself, the Cardinal players didn't contribute much. Lance Berkman singled in the second inning, but then, in typical Cardinal fashion, Matt Holliday strikes out, and Berkman is caught stealing shortly afterwards. Even in the All-Star game, the Cardinals just have to end the inning on a double play. Both players were pulled shortly afterwards, but Yadier Molina played a couple of innings later on, and he had a double in the 7th inning. Outside of that, this game was downright boring. A consequence of Fox insisting that home field advantage of the biggest games of the year, namely the World Series, should be determined by the outcome of an exhibition game like the All-Star game. Hey, not every game ends up tied, and you can use all of your players to boot. The only real highlight was the 3-run homer by Prince Fielder in the 4th inning, which proved to be the game winner, and got him the MVP. The home run derby the night before, also pretty uneventful. Matt Holliday didn't do much, but he did get more home runs than Mr. HGH. Oh, I mean Jose Batista. Eventually leading to the final between Adrian Gonzalez and Robinson Cano. Just when you thought they couldn't overdo the whole Yankee-Red Sox rivalry any more than they already have. Naturally, Major League Baseball ignored my advice of making Ryan Franklin the permanent home run derby pitcher. It would have provided more excitement, and let's be honest, it's not like Chinzilla's doing much right now anyway. The only highlights of this weekend, if you're a Cardinal fan, is getting to see Shelby Miller pitch in the Futures game on Sunday. Come on, you know him. He's that standout pitcher, the top pitching prospect in the Cardinals organization, currently pitching at AA Springfield. He had a shutout inning, striking out 1. And, despite what Major League Baseball, Fox, ESPN, the Yankees, and everyone else in mainstream media might say, the greatest All-Star moment ever was the 1955 Stan Musial walk-off home run in the 12th inning of that year's Midsummer Classic. The fans have spoken. Say what you want about it, but baseball's version of the All-Star game is the only one amongst the major sports that actually still resembles the game itself. But it's over. Time to focus on the rest of the season and the pennant race at hand. Should get real interesting soon. July 31st is the trade deadline. Cardinals do have some holes, namely with their pitching, and Colby Rasmus has been rumored to be used as trade bait. My take on the matter, he's only going to get better, and trading him would be a huge mistake. But, like many others before him, he's at odds with Tony La Russa. And if history teaches us anything, Rasmus will more than likely be good as gone. Which leads to my question of the day. Do the Cardinals need to make any changes to improve their playoff chances? And if so, where? Let me know what you guys think. Submit your answers, comments, questions, responses, or anything else in the comment box below. Subscribe on YouTube, follow me on Twitter, and check out www.i70baseball.com. In case you were wondering, St. Louis topped all U.S. markets in the All-Star Game ratings with a 17.8 rating, or a 28 share. Philadelphia was second, with a 14.7 rating, or a 23 share. It's the fourth year in a row St. Louis led in the ratings department. The Cardinals are back in action this Friday against Cincinnati. Should be interesting as always, as long as they stay away from the Lunchables. The Skyline chili they've got out there is pretty good though. Anyhow, have a great weekend, stay cool out there, and go Cards!